Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. In today's video, we will be talking more about how to build discipline, and I want to give you guys different things which can quickly fast track your discipline and which you can add into your life in order to start building discipline. And then in later videos, I may go more in depth. Well, in more videos, I definitely will go more in depth on like a specific thing you could do, because it's one thing to just tell you guys do this, do that, do that. But it's another thing actually explaining how to start doing those things. So first I want to give out the quick load things that one can do, and then I'm gonna go more in depth on certain things that need more explaining. You feel me? So one thing that really helps with building discipline is mastering a new skill, especially one that requires patience and a little bit of effort in order to master. So, this could be something like cooking, it could be something like gardening, it could be some form of creative work like making like art, like drawing something, painting something. It could be writing things, it can be making music, it can be shooting videos. Just try to master a new skill, like something that I do, right? Which I'm about, like, this is why I love making videos like this, because it gives me new ideas. You feel me? I'm about to, because like I've made songs before, right? I'm gonna start doing that again, like just perfecting my craft when it comes to rap and things of that nature. Just whenever I have free time and I feel like I'm bored, just doing nothing. You feel me? Because mastering a new skill takes time, effort, and work. You can start setting certain goals for yourself when it comes to that, which I'm gonna talk a little bit more about after I say these different things. Reading, right? In a sense of like reading, as in like reading a full book and really applying what the book says, like you're not just like reading a book just to like skim through it, but actually like reading the book and like really applying what the book is trying to tell you to do and stuff like that. It could even be something like knitting, you know what I'm saying, making clothes, whatever kind of activity which sounds kind of good to you that you think that you would enjoy, right? But it's also challenging. As long as it's challenging but enjoyable at the same exact time, it's perfect. And now when it comes to this, you could also set stakes towards those things, or you could set stakes towards just your overall goals in general. So what I mean by setting stakes, right, is that like you make punishments for yourself when you give in, right? So it could be, and make the stakes high. Don't make it like no little stuff. Do it on some stuff where it's like you tell your friend your goal. This is the friend that you really enjoy, that you really like mess with, whatever the heck, right? And every time you fail on your goal, you got to give them money. To make it even worse, you could actually donate to a charity that somebody you don't like supports anytime that you don't accomplish your goal. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you feel your goal, you gotta give money to a donate to somebody that you don't like. Even whether it's like let's say you don't like Trump, you gotta donate to the Trump Foundation. You feel me? So yeah, find different ways to make like stakes higher for yourself if you fail. Um, yeah, but also make sure to set and achieve small wins. So the first thing is like a punishment. This one's gonna be like a payment. Set and achieve small wins. If it's cooking, right? Let's say you want to learn how to cook different kinds of foods, right? Let's say you start off with like, before I learn how to cook everything, I start with Italian food, then Mexican food. You know what I'm saying? Make those small wins, and anytime you master a certain cuisine, you could give yourself a big reward. Like let's say you like traveling, right? And you actually have the means to travel. Okay, anytime that you make a certain food, anytime you master the Mexican food, once you master all the Mexican cuisines, you could go to Mexico. You feel me? Now let's say it's like every new dish with inside the Mexican cuisine, it could be like a smaller thing. It could be like you go on, like you could find different activities that Mexicans like to do, and then find like let's say that Mexicans like to party a certain kind of way. Boom. Okay. When you master this certain dish, right? You master the Mexican rice and beans. You can now go to the Mexican spot and turn up or something like that. Then when you master all the Mexican dishes, you actually go to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be that big, but it just depends on what kind of person you are, what kind of lifestyle you live. That's just like one example. So Yeah, set and achieve small wins that have small rewards that lead to bigger rewards depending on how big the goal is as you complete the smaller goals that lead to the bigger goals, you know? Combine existing habits with new habits. We do this all the time with like how like we in the morning we may use the bathroom, brush our teeth, do our hair a certain kind of way. Those are all smaller habits that get grouped into one thing. One's brushing our teeth, one is doing our hair, one's getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? So combine new habits with existing habits. Right after you read a book, you're gonna work on your skill. Right after you read a book, you're gonna like work on your cooking. Right after you're done cooking, you're gonna work on just meditating. You know what I'm saying? Try to do it where it's like if you're gonna do like multiple things, try to have like one that's like a wind down and then one that's like a okay, we're getting active again. Like reading could be a wind down or it could be an active thing depending on how you view reading and what you're also reading. So let me do something easier like okay, meditation is like a more wind down thing, right? Playing a game is also like a wind down thing, but then again that's not like a beneficial habit. So ooh, like a spa could be a wind down thing. So boom, I'm saying that okay, boom. So you do cooking, you meditate, do a big workout, go to the spa. You see how you just had four good habits? All those are good. Going to the spa is good for you. Working out is good for you. Meditating is good for you. And whatever the first thing I said was is good for you too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Also make habits easy by making them small and then find ways to lower resistance towards that habit before doing an action that requires willpower. So let me break that down for you, right? Make forming habits easy by making them small, right? So make smaller habits, right? And then find ways to lower the resistance towards that habit, right? Before doing an action that requires willpower. So find a way to make yourself actually want to do a habit before you have to do something else that requires you to actually have a lot of willpower. So if you can make habits that are good for yourself, that are small, that can be combined together, and that you don't have resistance towards, and you can do those habits before doing the things that actually need willpower, it'll be so much easier to have discipline, right? Understand that you don't have to get things perfect, right? You just have to get it going. And also starting is what's hard, not continuing. And that's good advice to keep inside your mind when it comes to starting any new habit. You feel me? So small habits can be like walking at the park, doing a quick meditation, reading a quick chapter of a book, right? If you can make all those things enjoyable, you feel me? You could do those things before you have to like let's say that you want to make PowerPoints, right? But making a PowerPoint takes a lot of energy. You feel me? Okay, before doing a PowerPoint, you go for a walk, you meditate, you read a quick page of a book that you really enjoy, and then you set up time to do the PowerPoint, which you're still gonna enjoy the PowerPoint, but that may take a bit more willpower. But you set up beneficial habits before, which are really good for you. They increase your discipline and you can make those things what you really enjoy. Like when it comes to reading, I actually really enjoy reading, and it only gets strenuous when I want to read a whole bunch of things at one time, and I want to read it for like, we'll say like, if I say 30 minutes, it's gonna seem like oh fuck, like I could do that, but it's gonna be more resistance. If I say I just gotta read for like 5-10 minutes, bro, I just gotta read a couple pages. I'm gonna fucking love doing that shit. Most of the times I end up reading for more because as I read the book, I'm learning more shit. I'm like, oh my god, I love this. And if you like if you like fantasy books or something like that, that could benefit you also. You know what I'm saying? But something else, right? Let's say like when it comes to learning a new skill, drawing art, right? You can be like my girl, for example. You know what I'm saying? She's not like the best drawer, but she could draw. You know what I'm saying? She could draw pretty well. And she does that like on her leisure. But getting better at drawing really does build your discipline. You know what I'm saying? But it could also be really enjoyable. So you could set up time to draw before you have to do a big workout or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is what I mean by make forming habits easy by making them small and then finding ways to lower the resistance towards doing a habit before doing an action that actually requires willpower. And then once again to build willpower, you just got to use discomfort. So that could be getting comfortable with the cold, do without things which you think that you need. So like a lot of people think that they need to have this, and that. this, and that. No, you don't. Let's say like you feel like I gotta smoke every day. Okay, go without smoking every day. Or let's say you smoke multiple times a day. Don't smoke because like it could be hard to quit weed for some people. You know what I'm saying? For me, not really. I could smoke and not smoke whenever I want to. You know what I'm saying? But okay, let's say you smoke 3 times a day. Okay, smoke twice a day, then once a day. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you feel like you need to play video games. Play less video games. Let's say you feel like you need to stop doing that. Let's say like whatever isn't fully benefiting you that you feel like you kind of need to do, just do without it. You know what I'm saying? Don't avoid rejection. Put yourself in more positions where you might get rejected, whether it's going into a sales job or you just literally or you just literally go for things which you normally don't because you fear getting rejected. Whether it's shooting your shot at people which you find interest in, or whether it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's presenting yourself in front of people because you don't want them to like not like you. Don't avoid failure, right? If you avoid things because you think you're gonna fail, start doing it regardless of if you're gonna fail or not. Don't avoid doing difficult things. If it's something's difficult and you think like, oh, and you're like, yo, this is difficult, start trying to do the difficult shit. Because the more difficult things you do, the more discipline you build, and over time, it's like not only are you building discipline by doing a difficult thing. Oftentimes, if you're doing a difficult thing, that thing has other benefits besides the fact that you become more disciplined. Like working out can be difficult, but it grows your muscles and it builds your discipline. So why would you not want to do that? You smell me. So yeah, these are just different like quick tips I want to give out real quick before I get more in depth into other things too. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video right there. I love you all. I'm catching my next video. Peace. The freak out.